I'm Kayla, and 6 months ago, I moved from the small island of Jimin to the big city of Kaohsiung. 3 apartment viewings and 3 days later, I settled on a snuggly little place in the Xinxing district. But with my 6-month lease coming to an end, I've decided it's time to move on. My adorable apartment has become a place I feel cramped. Small apartment problems. Shit. And I want a real kitchen. I mean, I couldn't even fit a hot plate in this apartment if I wanted to. So today I'm gonna take you all on my latest apartment hunt, and all I can say is that boy, did things escalate. And if you love apartment hunting as much as I do, please make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so yet. You can also donate to the channel in the link below under Buy Me a Coffee, where I just accept donations for people that want to support my channel. And if not, I don't care. Thank you for being here. Anyways, let's get into talking about this apartment hunt. Recently, I was scrolling on Facebook and I saw something pop up in the Kaohsiung rental group. It was a really cheap $6,500 room in a shared apartment. And what caught my eye about this shared apartment was that there was a kitchen, there was a big living space, there was a rooftop, and all of a sudden I just was like, oh my God, I just want a kitchen so bad. And 2 days later, I was actually viewing this room. The room itself was quite small, but I didn't really mind that. I would have had a shared bathroom. I really liked the rooftop, which is where there was laundry. There was so many plants on the deck area. It was really beautiful. I would have roommates, but the people there seemed pretty chill. So I was like, okay, if they allow me to live here, then I think this could be a good situation. Unfortunately, I never heard back from them. So I was a little bit saddened at first, but at this point, I knew that I was in full apartment hunting mode. Things were about to get out of control, okay? So then I continued to look in the Facebook groups and I found another apartment for $9,000. And this is once again a big bedroom in a larger apartment where there was a kitchen, there was a small balcony, and I would have some roommates. In this room, it was massive. There was so much storage space. There was a huge bed. The view was insanely beautiful, and I would have my own bathroom, which was awesome. I knew that I would end up with 2 male roommates, and it's not necessarily that I think men are irresponsible, but I was like, they're probably men like in their young, early 20s, and I don't want to have to be responsible for taking out people's trash if they're not responsible. Just saying. It was a difficult decision, but I decided I had to keep looking. And this is when things started to escalate. I took my search from Facebook to Taiwan 591, which is the original place that I actually found this apartment. So on Taiwan 591, typically these are not necessarily rooms for rent, but entire apartments. So once again, I was back to being in a studio or a 1-bedroom. I had to increase my budget even more, and I brought it up to about $12,000. And even then, it was still a little bit hard to find. Even if you find an apartment with a kitchen and like a lot of space for about $12,000, $13,000, typically it's like an old Taiwanese apartment, and I'm just not a fan of like the furniture that is usually provided with them. It's like a lot of like browns and yellows. Especially as a YouTuber, I don't need an apartment where I'm having these like brown orange tones being reflected onto my skin while I'm making content. I really wanted to find something modern. Now, not only did I need something with a kitchen, I needed to be modern. Budget-wise, I started looking at an apartment for $6,500, and now I was over here being like, you know what, I'll spend $13,000, $14,000. And then I found my dream apartment. This apartment here was located on the 15th floor in central Kaohsiung. It had a little kitchen area, had a beautiful bed, had a balcony. It had a small Japanese style bathtub, had this beautiful vanity / desk area I could use. Oh my gosh, I was in love, and it was around $14,000. So I sent them a message, and typically I'll use Google Translate to help me speak with them. And I had to ask if I could have the apartment for 6 months, because that's a story for another day. That's why. The next day I was actually going to go and see the apartment, and then the next day I woke up to a text from her saying that unfortunately, because she will probably be out of the country around the time I would maybe move out next year, that she was not going to be able to let me lease it. I was very heartbroken. And then things escalated even more. I know I just said, and then things started. After I had planned to see such a nice apartment, in my mind, I was now like, I need to live somewhere nice. I need a kitchen, I need a balcony, I need all of the fucking bells and whistles, because I want it all. And here's the thing, y'all, I can afford stuff. I'm just typically very cheap when it comes to housing because I've always struggled to pay for housing. Like when I lived in the US, I always had to have the cheapest thing possible in order just to get by. So when I came to Taiwan, it's like very convenient that some housing is generally very cheap and quite livable. And then I realized I can really ball the fuck out now. I just need to break this mindset that I've been living in, right? Anyways, I continue searching, and then my budget, I went from 6,000, 9,000, 14,000, all the way up to $18,000. I know, but I found this insanely gorgeous apartment, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna go check out this super luxurious apartment. It was beautiful. I reached out to the agent and he said, yeah, you can come see it later today. And I was like, yes, yes. This was the first time I've ever stepped into such a beautiful, like, luxury apartment building, probably in my entire life. This apartment was very spacious. It had a nice kitchen area. It had a balcony with a beautiful view. It had a rooftop, a bathtub. I thought, I don't even care about the price. I can definitely pay for this, even if it's more than I would usually like to pay, but I want to live here. So I told the agent, okay, I will get back to you later, because there was one more apartment that also caught my eye that I wanted to go and see before I made any decisions. Moving on to the second luxury apartment that I went to view. Upon seeing the apartment, I loved how open and spacious it was. I loved the balcony. I wasn't so much a fan of the bedroom because the bed takes up almost 75% of the room, but what can you do? The apartment also had a rooftop pool. Like, what? In addition, the kitchen was awesome, and the refrigerator was also much larger than the first luxury apartment that I had seen. Overall, I fell in love so much with both of these luxury apartments. I knew, I was like, I will fuck this $8,000, $9,000 apartment living life. Like, I've always had to really cut corners on my living situation. I've always been willing to do that, and this was the first time that I was like, I don't give a f. I'm getting myself some nice. And now it was just between these two options. They were both $18,000 plus utilities, and it was between this one and this one. So in the end, with all of these, I ended up selecting apartment number 2. While both of them were so incredible, I felt at home as soon as I walked into the second apartment. I could see myself cooking in the kitchen. The fridge, oh my God, I'm gonna put so much food in there, and I'm gonna be like cooking so much food. I'm so excited, y'all. I'm making some cooking videos. You know that I'm gonna do that. Oh my God, I'm so excited. So I'm gonna be moving into that apartment very shortly. So y'all know I'm gonna do an apartment tour and everything like that. But oof. So there we have it, y'all. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you were in my shoes, would you have picked apartment number 1 or apartment number 2? Let me know down below in the comments. Thank y'all so much for watching. Please give this video a big thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you all next time. Peace.